going on, everybody? This is Damon coming at you from Mariana Trading with another episode of the Mariana Trench, where we take a deep dive into some pop culture, some streetwear, whatever I feel like talking about for the day. What I've been watching is some of these videos from Gary Vee, and I really love this dude because he is always giving tips for free, and he's kind of promoting what's going on in the world right now, that you don't need a bunch of equipment, you don't need a bunch of stuff to do anything that you want to do. And if you want to be somebody, if you want to do something, you just reverse engineer it. You go out there and you see, who do you want to be like? Who do I admire out there in the world, and figure out what they're doing and try to see how you can do it or try to do it better. Or at least try to model yourself after what this other person is doing. And so I started doing some of that, and I guess one of the people that I found is the guy named Virgil Abloh. And Virgil, he's a designer behind the brand Off-White. Really love this brand, and he's done a lot of different things in the streetwear industry and also in just culture in general. I've really started doing a lot of research on some of the stuff that he's been doing. Looking even at what Kanyes doing, Virgil was a creative mind behind a lot of those projects as a creative director for Kanyes' tour. And right now he's doing collaborations with IKEA and designing, a whole room that millennials might use. With his brand Off-White really leading that charge of taking streetwear into high fashion, which I think is super dope. And then I would say another thing that I like about Virgil, or why I admire his situation, is the fact that he came from a background of architecture, and that people in his program told him that he wouldn't be able to do it, or that he didn't have the pedigree. And I take on that myself because I'm from a business background, but I wanted to do streetwear. How do you mesh the two if maybe what you're classically trained in isn't what you want to spend your time doing or that makes you happy? I really admire that about him, and how he didn't let that stop him. And so I hope I can do the same thing, that even though my background isn't necessarily in design or in fashion specifically, that I could still come out and make a difference. Maybe you guys can do the same thing. If you want to accomplish something, try to find somebody that you like that's doing that and model after them. Try to reverse engineer who you want to be. All right, one love, Damon, out.